Hello everyone, I just want to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. Today is Friday and I believe it's June the 10th and it's right about 5 o'clock in the morning. So it's been a minute since I've actually posted a video. I pray that everyone has been doing well. For myself, it's been a challenging, I would say 4 to 5 weeks. Very challenging. Um, as I mentioned in one of the previous short videos. Oh, and let me just say this. I'm outside recording, so if you hear excess noise in the background, that's why. It's probably traffic. So just ignore that. We're just going to continue and move forward. But it's been a minute, as I stated, since I've done a video, and I've got quite a few things in my spirit that I want to do. I'll just kind of bring you guys up to date with. But as I stated, the past 4 to 5 weeks have been really challenging for me in so many ways. I've felt like almost like completely shut down. And I know it's an attack of the enemy, but it's all related to some things that God is revealing to me supernaturally. And just the weight of it, and taking the time to say, okay, Lord, why are you showing me this? Why are you revealing these things to me? And what do you want me to do? So I've been in that mode of shock, and I can't believe this type of stuff is going on, and what, Lord, do you want me to do with it? Why has this landed in my lap? I'm definitely a person who believes that if God shows you something or reveals something to you, there is something he wants you to do. And it's even if it's just pray. And so I'm just seeking the Lord about what to do, because I'm in utter shock. And I keep asking myself if I'm crazy. Like, could this really be going on? So that's just kind of where I've been. Today I'm going to actually document 2 things that have happened both yesterday as well as this morning. So these are just going to be documentation videos, but I'm hoping to get back to doing some more meaningful things as time progresses. I don't want to just be posting to be posting. I definitely want to post what I feel led by the Spirit of God to post, but nevertheless, we're just going to go forward. Okay, so I wanted to document 2 things that happened. One incident that happened yesterday. And this is kind of a lesson in line with like how God speaks also, but really more about wisdom. I don't know. I mean, I've been reading the book of Psalms and Proverbs since January. I finally finished the first round of the book of Psalms, because there's 150 Psalms. I believe it was last week. But I've gone through Proverbs like 3 or 4 times. And I really am receiving wisdom and insight from the Lord just as a result of doing that. So I strongly encourage all of you, if you're seeking wisdom and you need God to speak to you about a situation and give you wisdom, definitely read the book of Proverbs. Okay, so what happened yesterday, as you all are aware of my situation and that I'm homeless right now, and um, I'm sleeping outside under like an ATM situation, a bank ATM. So yesterday morning, there was a Hispanic gentleman that approached me. I was really tired. I do believe I was awake when he approached me. Sometimes I'll fall asleep just sitting straight up. But I believe I was awake because I don't get much sleep out here because I'm nervous about falling into a deep sleep and not hearing what's going on around me, or someone trying to approach me. And so this was a Hispanic gentleman. He approached me, and I said people often and frequently will give me money, both male and female. I don't solicit for money. I don't panhandle. Uh, and sometimes I don't even take the money that's being offered to me. It just depends on how I'm led that day. Some people I might accept, some people I might not. It just totally depends on how I'm led that day as to whether I'll accept it or not. But I don't panhandle. I don't ask people for money. The money that I get, people approach me and give it to me. So this gentleman was on a motorbike, like a moped, and he approached me. I could tell he had something in his hand. I could see there was money, and he approached me and he gave me the money. It was $5, and I told him I thanked him, and he left. Then, as he was leaving, I noticed that there was another gentleman that was to the right of me that I never even noticed, who was also on. I guess they were together. It was also on a moped, and so they drive off. But this is where the wisdom of God comes in. So as soon as they leave, a thought came into my head. And this was the thought, that they may be giving me money in an attempt to make it look like I'm doing something immoral. Like I'm turning tricks or something like that. So I don't know why that popped in my head. Now, all the times that I have received money from people, I've never had that thought to enter my head. But as soon as they left, it's like that thought jumped in my head. Now, I don't know if that is true or not, but that's what came into my mind. That some of these people are giving me money, especially when you're talking about when when they're approaching me in like the wee hours of the morning. Okay, that's what kind of bothers me. You know, I'm a single woman. I'm out here. I don't want strange men approaching me at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So I know how that looks. And for some reason, that thought popped into my head that these people, because of all the lies that they're telling me, might actually be trying to make it look like I'm doing something immoral or turning tricks or something, and therefore these men are giving me money and approaching me at these wee hours in the morning. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. That is not the case. I am not turning tricks. I am not doing anything immoral. As I stated, I don't even always accept the money that's given to me, but there are instances where these people are coming up to me in the wee hours of the morning and offering me money, or even flat out propositioning me. There was a gentleman a few weeks ago who pulled up in a car. I believe it was a gray car, and he politely asked me if I wanted to go and make some money, and I told him no. I know I'm not interested in going to make any money. It was, again, probably 2 o'clock in the morning. I believe he was in a gray car. Now he pulled up in his car and just kept asking me, do you want to go make some money? Do you want to go make some money? I was like, no, I don't want to go make any money. Not interested. So I've had these types of incidents happen several times. Okay, so that's kind of in a nutshell what happened yesterday. Let me explain to you what happened today. Just this morning, which it's a little close to 5 o'clock now. I've been up. I've been up for a minute. I've probably been up since about midnight. I didn't even realize that it was. I thought it was much later than what it was, but I've probably been up since about midnight. Now, when I woke up, maybe about 30 minutes after I woke up, there was again another Hispanic male that came through where I am on a bike, and I saw him approaching, and at that time I told him not to come near me and to please leave. He continued to come near me, riding his bike, until he stopped literally almost right in front of me. And I told him, I said, I want you to leave. I don't have anything to say to you. So as he approaches me, he's speaking in Spanish, but then he asks me if I have his cell phone. And I'm looking at him like he's crazy, because I'm like, why would I have your cell phone? I don't even know who you are. I've never seen you before in my life. And I just asked you to leave, not to approach me. And he kept asking if I had a cell phone. I said, I don't know you, sir. Why would I have your cell phone? I've never had any contact with you whatsoever. Why would I have your cell phone? And so from there, and what's so interesting about this encounter is I was just sitting here, like, talking to the Lord, praying. I even had sang a couple of worship songs. I mean, I'm just sitting here talking to the Lord, and here he comes out of nowhere. See, this is how the enemy operates. I'm minding my own business. I'm not paying attention to anything that's I'm doing nothing. I'm literally praying, and worshiping the Lord. When he approaches, I asked him not to approach. He continued. He keeps asking me if I have a cell phone. I said, no, I don't even know you. Why would I have your cell phone? And then from there, it's like a manifestation happened, a demonic manifestation. So from there, he gets angry and begins to call me names. I think he called me a fat bitch. And by this time, I'm upset because I told you not to approach me. I don't want these strange men approaching me in the wee hours of the morning. I don't have my phone right now. My phone is out again, so I couldn't call 911, because I would have picked up the phone and dialed 911 as soon as he stopped after I told him not to come near me. But unfortunately, my phone, I've dropped it so many times, and I got upset the other day, and I just threw it all against the floor and just cracked it all up. I just was so angry. I just kept throwing it down on the ground because I've had so many issues with that phone since April. So I no longer have a phone right now. But surprisingly, guess what? My tablet is now working perfectly. It's charging and everything. It's just so crazy what's going on. But okay, so from there, he calls me some names. He's speaking in Spanish as well, and he has in his hand a canned Sprite, and he throws the Sprite on me. So he throws his Sprite on me, the Sprite, but it's not Sprite. What comes out of the can is beer. I can tell it's beer. So he literally throws it at me like you would throw a drink on someone. He throws this. It was in a Sprite can. It was in a Sprite can, but it was not Sprite. It was beer. So he throws it on me. By this point, I am irate, and I think I'm pretty sure I called him a bitch. And then from there, he circled back around to leave. So I had bought this pink cup, and I picked it up and I threw it at him. And when I threw it at him, the cup broke. And he was on his way. He left. So all of this happened just this morning, just a few minutes ago, a couple hours ago. And again, this was another Hispanic male doing this. And I just kept thinking about the whole situation. Like, what man throws a drink on a woman? Like, I just kept thinking, you really are a bitch. Because that's a bitch move. Usually you see women throwing drinks on each other. You don't see a man throwing a drink on a woman. I think a man's go-to is going to be to punch. To serve up some blows. Not to throw a drink on somebody. That was a bitch move. And so I called him a bitch. And like I said, from there he left. But I said all that to say how I'm sitting here, I'm minding my own business, I'm praying, I'm spending time with the Lord, and in comes this demon-possessed man. He was sent by the enemy to cause a scene. And that's exactly what happened. Because let me tell you something. I am not going to back down from any devil. It just shows you how the enemy will use people to try to get to you. And maybe I didn't respond as godly as I should have, but when I told you to stop and not to come near me, you should have respected my wishes and not come near me. But he did not. And then he starts accusing me of having a cell phone. And from there, it just escalates higher and higher. But the bottom line is, this man was used by the devil to come over here and to distract me. Literally to distract me and to try and get me off course or behaving in a manner that I shouldn't. And yes, I did. And yes, I did call him a bitch, because that's at least what he is. Anyway, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm in and out, but so that's what just happened. Just wanted to document these two events because I am consistently being harassed, and things like this are happening more and more. And the bottom line is, these people, I believe their sin is being found out, and they're upset about it. And I really could care less, because I'm not going to be quiet. I stand for what is right, period. And I'm not going to ever bow my knee to those who serve the devil. The enemy used that man to try and come against me today because of any reason. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I just wanted to document this. There will be more to come soon. Just got a lot I'm trying to work through and do. But as always, I thank you so much for listening. And would you do me a favor? I actually believe that my YouTube channel is being interfered with in some way. So if you hear this video, would you just send me a comment, just so I'll know that it is actually being seen? Because it appears as though they're trying to make it look as though no one is tuning in. And yes, I don't have a huge social media following, and I'm not necessarily trying to get one, but I believe more people uh, should have seen my videos and what's being reported. So I'm just trying to get to the bottom of that. So if you see this video, send me a comment just so I'll know it's getting out there properly. Thank you so much. I love you so much. I pray that all is well with you, your families, your job, that God will abundantly meet and supply every one of your needs. And I am so thankful and so grateful for you. And thank you again for listening. I don't take it for granted. And I'm going to work on getting some other things in place soon. God bless you, and I love you, and I thank you so much. Until next time, Selah.